singing while trying to rescue 3 kittens and their mother from inside the sewer. Mercy. This was the craziest and most difficult rescue so far. That Sunday, my numbers were at Grandma Maricota's house. We chatted and chatted. Then Marina dropped the bomb that there have been 4 kittens living inside a sewer near her house for days. Oh guys, at that very moment, Kamola said the most dreaded phrase of my entire life. Let's just go take a quick look. Oh man, if it really was just a look. Bye, thanks, everything's great, right? We've seen it, life goes on. But no, the coincidence was so wild that the exact second they laid eyes on the manhole, there was the sewer rat, even though they usually wander through all the pipes. Pocorico took that coincidence as a message from fate to change the lives of the little kittens from the drain. While she kept an eye on the little kittens, Donna Maria and Jarito ran to Maricota's house to get some meat to use as bait to catch the kittens. While Coco waited for the return of the daredevils, like every good Brazilian event, the neighborhood came together to cheer for the capture of the underground feline family. There were kids, elderly people, and of course a classic tan mutt. Soon, the chicken and sausage baits arrived, and as soon as they were thrown into the depths of the manhole, the little kittens came running, desperately hungry. White with black spots, gray and black. Actually, there were 4 of them. The babies had a little orange one, but it disappeared. The children told us that a guy came by and took the orange one away. And, well, if that's really true, and this video reaches the man who adopted baby Garfield, please give us an update on him, because we're worried about the one who disappeared. Since we hadn't planned on catching any animals this Sunday, we didn't have anything to cage the kidnapped kittens until Grandma Kokota saw a big box in the neighbor's trash and went to get it. But don't worry, buddy, because afterwards we cleaned up everything and left it nice and tidy. And finally, the moment the audience was waiting for arrived, the time to stick our hands into the stinky poop to change the lives of these sewer lice. I think you noticed that the pale guy with the bangs is the most outgoing, right? And catching him was way too easy. And that gave us the false expectation that catching the rest would be just as easy. But we couldn't have been more wrong. The other 2 Ninja Turtles were much quicker than the pale guy, their brother, and it only took a few failed attempts to catch them before they were already on high alert. Guys, they realized that the feast was actually a trap. When something seems too good to be true, you should be suspicious. The 2 Ninja Turtles disappeared down the pipes. And who said we managed to catch them? We spent hours and hours waiting for them to show up again in the shallow drain because the other drains were deep and the grate wouldn't come off. In the meantime, their mother and their food would show up. And what about the women from the street? They told us that the mother cat doesn't have an owner and that she's already gotten pregnant and given birth about 4 times. And she filled the whole big park with so many kittens she's already had. In fact, there were 2 of her adult sons getting in the way of the rescue mission because they're so curious, Leo and Leo. The missing little orange kitten would probably have the same fur as its siblings. The mother lives on the street getting pregnant every time she's in heat. That's why it's so important for us to catch her. No more suffering cats in dirty, smelly sewers. Well, guys, we spent hours waiting for one of the little sewer kittens to go into the cat trap. And nothing. No luck. Even the mother managed to escape from the cage for now. The little one with bangs is at the William James Hotel. But before we got to that resting place, things got crazy. It even ended with a trip to the hospital. But that's a story for tomorrow's video. Remember, now we'll have 4 cats available for adoption. Well, hopefully, right? If we can catch the other 3 that are left. But for now, Branquinho is a sure thing. So, who wants to adopt him? But whoever does, send a message on Instagram to Gatinhos do Wheel. Guys, please share this video with as many people as possible. We need to find a family for all of them. I'm counting on your support. Like, comment, and share. And don't forget to use the Brigadeiro discount coupons. Blora, tell me, my dear, do you think we'll be able to catch the mother and the other 2 kittens deep in the sewer? Wish us luck. I'm out.